According to the statistics, it is found that the number of international students is increasing, and more of them have got mental health issues. This is a serious problem, not only for international students, but also for their parents. To show the challenges and provide advices for students who study abroad, we decided to make this documentary.
I'm Harry Fong, and I've been here for 5 years. I was studying in Norwich for GCSE and A-level, and now I'm studying in Sussex University.
Hello, my name is Lynn, and I have studied in UK for 2 years. Now I study in University of Sussex.
Hi, I'm Andy Huang Ho, and I study in UK for 2 years, and now I study Sussex Uni.
Hello, I'm Nina. I have come to UK for 2 years, and now I have studied at the University of Sussex.
Hello, my name is Olivia, and I have studied in UK for 1 year, and now I'm studying in University of Sussex.
Hi, my name is Han Wei-Jie, and I'm from Taiwan, and I've been here studying for 2 years. And the first time I came to the UK, I feel a bit lonely since Taiwanese is not a majority here in the UK. And after getting along with my classmates and my flatmates, I made more friends, and I got used to talking to speakers and any other international students. So I'm studying abroad, and that's all.
What's the difference do you think you have between UK and your country?
Like for me, I study in my country. We speak Cantonese, and I can speak to everyone. I have many friends there, but when I came to UK, I don't speak English very well, so I cannot have communication with them. So there's a big problem. Like we are using the Google Translate to have communication. Yes, so I think this is the big problem between those countries.
So, how do you feel about UK?
Now I feel UK is the good country for study, and I can learning English here and make some friends from different countries, and also can learn some language from different countries. Yes, but like it changed a lot when I first time who came to UK. I feel this is terrible place, and because it's so boring, but now it's fine, and the uni is a good place.
Do you think you have grown in this experience?
Yes, through this experience, I think like the student came to UK is not only learning their knowledge, and the other ways I learned how to build my social network, how to speak with people, and make some friends from different country and learn their culture. Yes, and how to solve the problem, like the normal problem.
So, do you think loneliness have taught you to be more independent?
Yes, it made me stronger, and I have friends now, but I still enjoy the alone time. Like I study alone, I stay alone, and yes, I enjoy that time.
Hi, I'm Carmen. I'm from Malaysia and I'm 24 this year. So I've been in the UK for 2 years, and the first problem that I encountered when I was in the UK was the learning style. Because back then in Malaysia, the learning style is a bit different, where we'll get a lot of help from the tutor. But when I come here, I found out that we have to do a lot of independent learning study. So this is actually a huge barrier, given that now I have the power to I have the authority to learn myself, so I don't know where to start. But then after like few months, I learned to cope up with it. Yeah, so that's my first problem that I encountered in the UK.
Okay, thank you.
What the difficult thing have you met in your experience of studying abroad?
So as a first, the study is very hard things for us because it's a different language with my own country language, and remember the vocabulary is most maybe it's a challenge for us because in a daily life when I to try to remember some vocabulary, just maybe have the 5 or 10% of the total vocabularies can be really mastered and observed. So vocabulary is the most difficult for me, and so that's why for learning the knowledge is not difficult, but the pro English make it hard to understand and illustrate.
So how do you deal with the problem you have met in your learning language?
So as I said before, remember the vocabulary is most difficult for me. So I upload some applications to study, and I also in the daily life I used to read in the magazines which is English, which language is English, and watching some videos like the BBC or some movies, and I just repeat this new vocabulary thing and try to remember things.
What's the difference of studying, do you think, between China and UK?
So it should be the teaching way, because like in China, our teacher always repeats our knowledge many times, and ensure we can understand and can really observe. So, but in the UK, we most of the time just study by ourselves, and rather than the teacher teach. Yeah, and so it begins of my study is very hard for me to learn it, and also because pro English make it hard for me. But I found the way to solve it, which is take my own recorder, because I can use it to record the content the teachers teach, and I will take it to my home and to listen again and again, and at the end of I really can understand it. So after doing this ways, I find the most way which is suitable for me to learn, and now maybe just is solved.
What have you learned during the time you studying abroad?
I learned the critical thinking and how to manage my time. For example, made a timetable, and I just follow the timetable to do the things. And especially the teamwork, because I learned how to build a good relationship with others, and how to be a good group member. For example, when others talking, when others talking about some ideas or their own opinions, I have to be a listener to know about what they want to show. So in conclusion, study abroad can made me better than before because I can learn many different skills during this time.
Introduce yourself and how long you stay in UK?
So hi, I'm Nakul Nair and I'm stayed in UK since September 2018 and I'm studying here a master's in 5G mobile communications. Okay.
And what problem you face?
Since coming here, I would say problems in sense of mostly adjusting to the weather and adjusting to the surroundings of people. Like it's an international crowd, so people come from different cultural backgrounds. So I would say that was a sort of minor problem, but now I got used to it. Now I'm much more settled.
How?
I would say like I started talking with them a lot, and they kind of a lot of people understand each other very well. People are polite here, so that's one good thing.
Okay, thank you.
Do you think you have any difficulties when you having a friend because of cultural difference?
Yes, I think it's a very big problem because because we have different cultures, and when I did something like very normal in China, my English friend might feel like I'm impolite, which I have no reason to realize because in China it's just normal, and also because of the language, like it's not my first language, so sometimes I might not understand very clearly like what they said. So I think culture is a very big problem.
So what's the cultural difficulty you have met?
So there are so many cultures different I've met, and for example, like we go into a taxi in China, we usually go in the front to like show more polite, but in the UK they're not allowed. Like usually they're not allowed to sit in the front, and the taxi driver will ask you to go at the back. And also like the elevator in like a shopping mall in the UK, most of the people stand on the right, so they left the left hand side for people who are rush or chasing their time to work or stuff like that to go quicker. But in China, I think we just stand randomly, like on the right or on the left. And one more thing is when we have dinner with our friends in China, we just have a big bowl or a few plates in the middle, and we share the food. And I think it makes it difficult for the cooker to know like how much they need to cook. And I think I think which the UK did better. They usually just order their own foods and then finish their foods. So I think it definitely can reduce the food waste.
So how do you solve this problem?
So for me, I just like talk to other English people, and my way to do this is I've joined a football team and I met a lot of friends there, and it's a very good way to talk to other people like doing sports, and it's a very good way to meet more friends from other countries.
What's the difficult you have met as an international student?
So the biggest problem I've met is the cultural difference between my home and here in the UK, and I think the reason is like we're so far away from here to our home, so there's a big difference between here and our home.
So, what have you learned from this experience?
So to know more other countries' culture can help me for my next 2-year university, and I think for my career as well, because I plan to do international business for the next 2 years and probably for my career as well. So knowing more other culture can help me to be more easy to communicate, or like be more polite to another people from other country culture.
Do you guys have any suggestion for people who are being to study abroad?
I think adapting the totally different life in different country is better than resisting everything is new for you, and because adapting to different food, culture, people, and language and learning styles is better for your further living.
Yeah, so I agree with you. And so study of local language and local culture is the basis of adopting study abroad.
So I strongly agree with you. Culture and language is a very big topic for overseas students, and for me, I deal with it with take part in Fashion Week and join more uni society. So make more friends and know about different country culture.
Yes, you guys provide good suggestion, and I think it's helpful for make some friends. Like Lin say, learn language is very useful for making friends. Like you study abroad, so you may feel lonely or boring, and maybe will let you feel better.